Hey guys, this is Drew Plays Bass with SoccerReviews.com doing a comparison video for the Puma EvoSpeed between the Kangaroo leather version and the synthetic version. I'm just going to start this video off by saying something that most of you guys wait till the end of the video to hear, but I'm going to go ahead and lead with this and say that both of these boots are amazingly crafted boots, great boots. If you liked the V111 series, or even if you didn't like the V111 series, these are seriously worth checking out. Puma have made leaps and bounds on this release. In fact, both of these boots, despite being the type of guy that normally shies away from speed boots and prefers boots like a Power Cat or a Predator, these are both boots that even after I was done testing, I still would pull them out of the bag and use them from time to time. In fact, I still use these every once in a while. Quality releases that can be found for really cheap right now, so I just wanted to lead off by saying if you're thinking about it, go ahead and pull the trigger. They are worth getting. As far as differences between these boots go, when you order them and you get them, no extras in the bag. You don't get extra laces or a bag or anything like that, or extra insoles, which I'll show you the insole on them in a minute, and there's absolutely no reason to get an extra insole. It's one of the best that's come in a boot in a long time. I actually have taken it out and put it in other boots, so really great insole, but no extras, no goodies like that we all enjoy getting. But as far as differences go, of course, this is a Kangaroo leather one. This one's synthetic. It's Kangaroo leather, basically from the Puma symbol, the other side of that. All this is Kangaroo leather, all this here. But as soon as the Puma symbol starts, this is a synthetic leather. Not Kangaroo leather, this is a synthetic. Still a quality synthetic material, but all this here, as you can tell when you feel it, if you get one in your hands, extremely soft. This is all Kangaroo leather in there, while the synthetic, of course, is synthetic from back to front. Really high quality synthetic, very thin. See if you can see my finger moving in there, right along the gray line. Great synthetic material, really like it. Really thin, gives you that barefoot feel that everybody's looking for when it comes to a lightweight release. One of the biggest things, and I talked about this when I actually did the unboxing, you can see this material on the front, the little bumps there. Everybody's been freaking out about stuff like that since ACC started to hit the market. If you watch the comparison video I do with the current F50s, not everything is ACC. Some of this stuff is purely for just looks and feel in your hand. These are so minimalistic that it's not going to provide any extra grip. It's not going to help keep the water from sitting on top of the upper. In fact, these little bumps start to fade, and they're basically non-existent by this far into the boot. No more bumps. So it's really just something that Puma have added. You don't need to be going and thinking, oh, this is going to help me in the rain. It just, you know, it's nice to feel, it's neat, but it's not really adding anything. Just because Nike comes out with ACC doesn't mean that everybody else is following suit. So anyway, that's my little rant on that, I suppose. As far as everything besides the obvious upper differences, on the inside of the synthetic, much like with the F50, there's way down in there, I don't know if I'll be able to even get light down in there. You see that yellow thing right down in there? It's actually a band that goes all the way around the boot. There's a kind of good look at it. And it's called the Fit Cage, EverFit Cage, and it kind of provides the exact same thing as the sprint web on the inside of an F50. Make sure that the boot isn't collapsing in on itself like that. Also gives it some structure and helps it to kind of grip around your foot. Otherwise, it would have no form. It'd come in the box looking like that, and that's pretty much the main reason that when I press down, it pops back up in place. But it has that on the inside. Also, the heel liner is different. It's a synthetic material, kind of grainy. I enjoyed it. I didn't have blisters really show up with either of these boots, but I've been spoiled. I've been easing into these boots. I know a lot of you guys that get new boots, you're having to wear them as soon as possible. I would think that you would actually have very little break-in pain with either of these. Obviously the synthetic's going to take a little bit more painful of a turn when breaking in, but the Kangaroo leather, it's still going to have a small break-in time, but both are really comfortable once they get broken in. The tongue on the synthetic is pretty thin. It's got kind of a suede feel on the inside. Although it looks like it's perforated, those are just holes that have the liner underneath it, kind of for looks. So it's not perforated like a lot of super light releases we've seen from Puma or from everybody else. And to talk about the inside of the Kangaroo leather one, there is no EvoFit cage because the leather kind of gives it its structure. It's got kind of a, if you've ever had a pair of corduroys, it feels like a pair of corduroys in there. Also, it has this suede red that goes around the back. Extremely comfortable. That's what lines the heel on the Kangaroo leather one. The tongue is identical almost to this one, except for the fact that it has this faux leather grain running throughout, where the synthetic has the synthetic on the tongue. The sole plates on both of these, I apologize again for the fact that I haven't cleaned the sole plate. I kind of view it like making my bed. I'm going to get back in it, so I don't really clean the sole plate. Plus, wore them recently. But anyway, identical sole plate. Really love this stud pattern. Conical studs are definitely my favorite, and this kind of combines the best of both worlds. That Duo flex that you see right there really gives it some good flex right in that perfect spot, so that when you're pushing off, feels really good. Really great and responsive sole plate. I really enjoy it. One of my favorites. I apologize if I start to sound like an EvoSpeed fanboy, because I really do enjoy these boots. Great boots. Some of my favorites that came out last year and are still coming out. Can't wait to see the next one. Really, like I said, I want to show you the insole. Fantastic insole because of this. All this padding. It is amazingly padding. For a boot that I believe both of them, this one weighs around 6.3 or so, and this one comes in under 7 ounces. I want to say it's 6.8. But for such a thick insole, Puma really outdid themselves here, because they're still lightweight, quality built releases. The durability on both of these I feel is unquestionable. But with an insole like that, that's going to add a couple ounces at least. So it's impressive that they've gone with this. It's very comfortable. You see it matches up with the Duo Flex so that it flexes really well with the boot. Love that. Anyway, one other thing that I want to mention with both of these boots is that when you take them and you're wearing them, you really do get that barefoot feel with either one. The Kangaroo leather is going to give you that extra padding that you're used to with leather. There are a lot of differences between them that I feel like you guys are smart enough to know at this point. The synthetic is going to give that barefoot feel. It's going to really be thin on the ball. The protection's not going to be very great. And the K leather, it's going to have a great touch as well, and the protection's going to be a little bit better. But those are all things that you guys expect. One last thing I'm going to let you guys go with is I have had a lot of issues in the past with when I tighten my laces. I like my laces super tight, and if you watch, I'll probably post a video in the next couple days of one of my Mercurials, or my GS2 that I have, and I like my laces so tight that I normally end up getting some serious rips in a lace hole. I've had several boots that I've had to send back as defective because they'll end up ripping through. And as you can see with the EvoSpeed on the synthetic one, a boot that when I'm wearing a synthetic I like to have as tight as possible, there is absolutely no rippage. It's kind of got this extra material right around that to prevent that. And although it's a little thing, a lot of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about with tightening your laces, getting that rip, and it scares you to death because you think your boot's about to fall apart. That's just an addition that I really like. It's not on the leather version, but the leather version does have some extra stitching right at the edge there that kind of helps prevent that as well. But just one of those little things that I feel like makes up a quality boot. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed me talking about the EvoSpeed and that it wasn't too boring. If you like the video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We post videos as often as we can. We also do a lot of articles and write-ups on our website, soccerreviews.com. If you'd like to leave a comment, leave that down below. Let me know if you enjoy my southern accent or if you despise my southern accent. Either way, we'd love to hear your thoughts. And stay tuned for more videos on this channel, more comparison videos coming your way. And thanks for watching.